talking about them. But when I start talking to them, you can see stuff breaking down. You can see weights coming all. You see God's word start to affect them. And you start giving them wisdom. You start giving them knowledge. And you give them understanding of what they're going through. And the Bible said, in all you're getting, get an understanding. And your word of God become effective. And you know what? It breaks down the yoke, the bondage that's in their life. And then you don't have to be a preacher. Just be a witness of Jesus Christ. And people get the problem with, I'm going out witnessing. Witnessing is not an event. We got it all wrong. We went out and we going witnessing. No, you witness every day in a casual way. Stop. We messed up. We made the witness of God of none effect by going out in the street like we going out. Let's go. We ain't the Jehovah's Witnesses. Witnessing is whenever you come and give of the goodness of the Lord, and it's casual. It's at the water cooler. It's at the market. It's every place. It's not an event. It's not that we got together at church and then march out in the street and witness. That's not real witnessing. That's why it's non-effective, because you're coming around when people are not ready to receive you. Real effective witnessing is God has already softened that spirit, sent them to you for you to give him the word. Because God uses man to exercise his gifts, his power through the earth. And God already sent them to you, then you start talking because their heart is tender. The best witnessing tool is when I witness when I'm not expecting it, at places I'm usually should be, when God has told me to go places I didn't want to go. And when God tells me the places I didn't want to go, that's when I'm the more viable and I'm the strongest witness. We got to get out of the way of being an event. We doing churches in an event. I remember one day we went to church, went out as a witnessing. We all, about 5 or 6 of us, came out in the street, and it was terrible, y'all. We're passing out tracts. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but back in the day, that's tradition. That was our tradition. We give them these Jesus, you know, the ones with the scary tracts. You know the little pamphlets with people in hell burning like that. Or do you love Jesus? Do you know Jesus? And going out in the street, and I'm not knocking nothing. Don't write me no letter. That's tradition. I understand that, but that wasn't the way Christ moved. But we did all that, but we didn't. It wasn't well received, and all our time was none effect because God didn't really have it that way. But when I started witnessing, I was at work and someone said, even a person, guess what? They didn't even like me. Person who talked about me, but their child was sick. Or they had marital problems. And one person came up to me, and the person got saved, right? Just got saved, and they came to me, Pastor, I know you. Why were you pastor then? Brother Terry, I know everybody told me you were Christian, you know. And I'm like, and I was quiet, and I was outside sweating, doing my work. And they came to me and they said, you know, I want my husband to change. I said, okay. And he won't do this and he won't do that. I said, so I fussing at him. I said, how long you been fussing at him? I've been fussing at him. I've been fussing at him for a long time. I said, you've been fussing at him for a long time? How long you been fussing at him? Since we've been married. I say, now you a Christian now, and you still fussing at him? Yeah. I say, stop fussing at him. And he'll change. Huh? I said, if you stop fussing at the man, he'll change. That's how you be effective. I say, now stop fussing at him, stop making him come to church, and you change. You stop fussing at him, stop cussing at him, stop acting all crazy, stop doing certain things. Well, if he don't do right for me, I say, don't hold nothing from him, from food to sex. Tell him he's wonderful, find out how great he is, and when he set out the trash, you thank him. Amen. She looked at me like, for real? For real. You want him to change? she started doing that stuff, guess what? Man come to church with her. Because you know what? The man want to know God, because I want to know the God that can change that woman. That's how it works. It's effective. If you want change, you change. Let's stop being so traditional that we can't come out of ourselves. Because you know what? First thing we want to do, God, something wrong with them. When God came to Adam, he blamed it on his wife. When God came to his wife, she blamed it on the snake. Snake turned around and blamed it on nobody. Yeah, I did it. But I was already gone anyway. And so we got to make sure whatever we do, the next generation, the church got to be effective. And we can't be so holy. We can't have this kind of church, that kind of church. We got so traditional church, this church, black, white, pink church, purple church. We got all kinds. We all going to heaven. And the world, the next generation is so diverse, and they need God. But we're not giving them God. We're not giving them love. We're giving them tradition. That's why I tell folks, when people come to this church and people say, well, Pastor, you got lights in this little clubby in here. There ain't no club, it's the church. Well, why you got lights? Read John 1 and 1. God said, I'm a light. If I'm light, that's what I want in the house, light. If we, light, let me say this. Light has meters. Darkness, if I turn on all the lights in here, the reason why it's dark, there's an absence of light. Amen. That's all. Guess what, y'all? It's raining right now, and it's cloudy and gloomy. Go above the clouds. It's always sunny. Sun always out, but you can't see it. You can't see the sun today. And you know what? Folk can't see the sun. They got so much issues going on in their life. And let me say, I was the biggest hellraiser out here. Maybe not the biggest, but I did my dirt. And I had fun doing it. And I ain't going to sit here and say, I lived a miserable life of sin and shame. And you know how folk tell you, I lived a miserable life of sin and shame. And I came to the Lord because I didn't come to the Lord because of that. But I did came to the Lord because I got caught up. And then I came to the Lord and promised God I wouldn't do it and went back. But after a while, I got it right. But did I live a miserable life of sin and shame? No. And if I wasn't a pastor and the Bible told me I couldn't do it, I would do it now. If God would give me a license to do certain things, I'll do it. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I ain't got no honest folk in here. There's certain things you still like to do. I'm going to be honest. Certain things I like to do is not holy. That's why I stopped doing it, because I love God that much. It ain't because I don't like it. And I was good at it. And I'm still good at it. I ain't lying. I was out somewhere. I ain't lying. I was this week. Cute young lady. Cute. She came up on me like my red jacket. Oh, you cute. I was talking some serious trash, and then the Lord said, look at her hand. She was married. I stopped the conversation right there and there. But the fact that she was going for it. I'm like, you married? And then somebody came in that knew me, trying to hook me up with her. I lie not. I'm saying, God, look at this. All that work, none effect. No effect. Wasted a whole hour of my time. I missed the rolls and the buns because everybody ate them up because I was talking trash. I sacrificed get my Danish for her. And by the time I get there and find out there ain't nothing going on, my Danish was gone. I was mad that day. No effect. But I was still good at it. And see, what people don't understand, you good at stuff. God got you. Some people are anointed to do wrong. Some people are anointed to raise some hell. Do you ever know some people are good at doing wrong? Really good at it? Creeping around, lying. They don't get caught. But you dummy, try to do it, you get caught the first time.
For upcoming events, announcements, information, and donation, visit us at www.gpwm.org. Find us on Facebook.
gpw.org.
Faith, fellowship, funding, transforming the community, a community outreach. If you're ever in the Baltimore and Arundel County area, please visit us at the Storehouse, 7409A, Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Also, you can reach us on the web at www.gpwm.org. Thanks again for watching.
A place where a music can feel.